What's up, everybody? It's your boy, What's Going on? You're watching Sub Urban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd reviews on today's nerd news, but also give my reviews on nerd shows. And today's nerd show is, as you can see, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5, Episode 9, titled Best Laid Plans. And this episode was decent. Wasn't too crazy, but it did definitely have some good action. It starts off with pretty much, you see Mac and you see like these people starting throwing stuff, and the Kree soldiers, they're walking through the hallways trying to, eradicate the humans, and they're getting lured in, and then finally they get rocks thrown at them. They go around the corner, then bam, humans just let off with the guns all up on them, kill those two Kree, and then you see basically Mac and Yo-Yo and Flint have created this resistance to the Kree. And, it's good to see the humans trying to start and fight back up, because they were like scared little puppies and no one wanted to stand up, but, that's what it was. So it goes over to Cassius, and Cassius, he gets the news that he's lost some more soldiers, and he's pretty much mad. And he was like, you know what, I got an idea. I know how to stop them from doing this and how to get back in line. I'm going to show them that I'm not just their ruler, I'm their god. And then going, this scene's changing. It goes over to, May and Coulson talking on a ship about what's going on, about how the girl, like Robin, got killed in the last episode, and that she, I guess, was her mother to her when she goes back in time. So she's gonna be the mother to her when she goes back in time and then raise her. So I guess that, I know this whole thing is weird, but then you've got Deke talking about them, and then trying to figure out what's he gonna do, because his father's dead. So and then Coulson basically was like, yo, you want to talk to him, talk to him. If you're gonna kill him, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. So Deke goes and talks to the guy, Voss, I believe his name is, and has the gun pointed at him. The guy's like, yo, really gonna do that? He was like, yo, your father, like, I didn't want to kill him, but he came at me with a knife, and that's what happens. Which I'm not too sure if that's actually true. Might be lying, because he lied about a bunch of other things. So Deke, I wouldn't trust him if I were you. It might not have been an accident. But regardless, he was saying that they had differences of opinion. Like the father believed that Coulson and his crew is going to come back and save the world. And that he believed that, no, they should probably kill them so they don't go back in time if they're coming back. And my personal view on time travel like this is, whenever, I know it's geeky, but I'm going to tell you right now. Even if Coulson goes back, it isn't going to erase what's happened to them. What usually happens, that I've seen a bunch of times, is it creates another timeline. So whatever you're dealing with, sorry bruh, it ain't changing. That's your life. But what they can do now is they can live a different life by correcting what happened in this one. So basically, if they go over there, go back, it's going to split off. So then you're going to have an alternate universe. I believe that's what they say, how alternate universe occur, when something different chances, different things that happen, alternatives, is basically what creates multi-universe. So I'm sorry going on a nerd rant about that, but that's how I felt about that. So now we go back to Deke talked to him, but he doesn't kill him because he doesn't have it in him. So he goes and he sees Coulson. Coulson's like, is he alive with us? He's like, yeah, maybe we might be. He has a lot of information, maybe we'll need him, which is BS. He just couldn't. And it shoots back over, and you've got what's called Yo-Yo or Mac, and Yo-Yo's trying to teach Flint how to shoot a gun, and Mac's like, no, I don't want him to learn how to shoot a gun. I want him to just be normal. And he was like, it's way past the part of being normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're trying to survive. We're trying to teach him how to survive. He was like, no, we could do it a different way. And then that's when everybody's kind of shocked. They go over, and then they see Tess. Tess was dead. She had a knife in her, but they brought her back. But it makes sense because they used the Kree's blood to bring back Coulson in the first season. That's how we found out. So it was the Kree's blood. So they have the technology to bring people back to life. So that's how they did it with her. But so she came with a message basically saying that to give up the kids, or else everyone's gonna be dead, and he can get rid of them in a push of a button. And that's what they tell her. And then you've got, going back over to the plane, you got Fitz and Simmons. They're trying to get the plane to work because there's a gravity storm, so they're trying to figure out a way to fly off. But then it just isn't working. Then they realize that this thing's powered by this gravitonium that they had in the past, and that now they realize that this is a time loop. Like, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna this gravitonium is what probably causes the Earth to blow up or break apart, and it's because we've seen what it is, we've seen the technology. So once we go back, we're gonna know this stuff. It's like unless they figure out some way to erase it, but I doubt they're gonna do that. But so and then they try and get the thing the plane to go. The engines blow, and then the crew's stuck in a storm. Meanwhile, Mac and Yo-Yo, they're going over to check on the vents, the air vents, and then that's when Mac finds a incinerator bomb. Basically, it's right next to the pure oxygen. So he's planning on Cassius is planning on exploding all the floors with multiple bombs. So they're like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. So what they plan on doing is, they say, all right, we'll figure out something. Shooting back over to the plane, you got Sonara sneaking onto the Fitz and Simmons come up with a crazy plan on how they can get out of this storm, but it's going to cause them, they're going to have to basically free fall it up into the tornado storms, and then right when they get to the peak, they set on the engines and fly into space, which is crazy, but that's what happens. They start evacuating some regular people, and then that's when Sonara, I believe, the female soldier for Cassius, sneaks onto the plane. Then Tess goes back up to Cassius, and she gives him a message that, Yo-Yo, and them, they said, no, we ain't meeting you up here. They weren't coming back, but if you want, they got all your crystals that's going to turn people into humans. Yeah, we got all that. If you want it, come and see us, come and meet us, and that's what it is. And he's kind of pissed off at that. It's like, how you going to tell me what to do? But regardless, they're going to just leave that be. Then it jumps back. Like I said, this episode's going back and forth. So it goes back over, and then what's it called? Cassius goes and meets Yo-Yo and Mac in a hallway. They're standing off, they're talking, blah blah blah, and they're pretty much keeping him talking, because you know how bad guys do, like the monologue, or whatever, and don't shut the hell up. And that's what they kind of do. That. Meanwhile, it jumps back over to the ship. You've got Daisy running into Sonara, and then they start fighting while the storm, and then the plane's flipping up, and then they're all zero gravity, and they're starting doing that. And whenever I see that, I always just think about, like, they must have got that plane that they have where it just flies and drops for like 15 seconds free fall. Because like they did that for the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise. They do it with a bunch of movies. You always get this plane to drop free fall for like 15 or 20 seconds, and that's how you get that floating effect in those fight scenes where everyone's floating. That's usually what happens with that. If you guys didn't know, that's a little fun fact. But that's what they're doing. And then finally, you got the Enoch guy, the one that's sort of like a robot, like Zeta or whatever. And he's like, if I had a stomach, I would be hurling right now. So then they sort of lift off. They're fighting. Deke comes at the last minute, grabs her, and starts getting his ass whooped, trying to save Daisy. And then she jumps up. Daisy pulls out a pole, stabs straight through her. Bam, the girl's dead. Meanwhile, back at the base, you've got Yo-Yo and Mac, and then they get the word from the fleet that whatever happened, got the bombs or whatever. And then Yo-Yo tries to go shoot to hit Cassius, but then there's a shield, and he was like, "You really thought I wasn't ready for you? Word? I know about you people with powers. Don't think y'all gonna outplay me." But they were like, "Yeah, we did outplay because we kept your ass talking." And then that's when all of a sudden he tries to press a button. You see them locked off, all the people go into the elevator last minute, blows up, all the bombs are set off. And then that's when Mac's like, "Yeah, we told everybody all the floors work together, got rid of the bombs. So what now? And oh yeah, your crystals, bam, it's out. Press a button, it blows it up." And then the shield projects him, Yo-Yo and them get away, and everybody's happy and everybody's good. Meanwhile, close to the end of the episode, they always have that 2 minutes left, and then Cassius is like, he's coming out of an elevator, and then that's when, coming out of a room actually, and then that's when one of the guys like, "Oh, we've got some news." He was like, "Yeah, Daisy and other people are coming in a ship." He's like, "Yeah, how do you know? We'll have your fleet ready to take them on." He's like, "Okay," and then he was like, "But how did you know?" He was like, "They're not the only ones that have their own future seer." And he walks off, drop the mic. You know what I'm saying? Don't know what's going to happen but definitely looks exciting. That's pretty much my quick recap review of the show. And I enjoyed it. If I was to give it a grade, I'd give it a B. It was adequate. Nothing too crazy. The fight scene with the floating, yeah, I've seen sort of that before. Nothing too crazy for me. Powers, yeah, didn't get that much. Nothing surprising, really. But that was pretty much it. I liked the episode. Just comment down below, tag, share, friends, tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want us to have a conversation. and I want us to have a community where we could talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. if you love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So remember to subscribe here, check out my last review of the last episode, check out the playlist of all the shows I review, and remember, I'm Wes Grant, you've been watching Sub, Urban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next review.